Hello and welcome to PM Personality Profile. Today is one of our exciting interviews. We are actually going to talk to the one and only Professor Azumah Nelson. And if you don't know Azumah Nelson, you probably haven't lived in Ghana. This is a man who boxed his way to victory, and not only did he gain victory on his own, but took the whole country along. This is a man that throughout his career, we haven't had any scandals or any mishaps, has been able to comport himself. But one thing you don't know about Azumah Nelson, that in spite of him being such a good boxer, he's extremely humble and highly religious, highly spiritual. And you just want to find out, how do you combine the two? For such a humble, spiritual person, is he even able to box his opponents? That's the side I want to know, because the boxing side, I'm sure you all know, you can go on YouTube. But my big question today is, if you're not being Azumah Nelson, who are you? Stay tuned for this interview. Well, hello and welcome to the most exciting part, and indeed guests do not come as big and as from the intro. I'm sure you're more excited than I am. Yes, I am too. I am here with the champ, the man who's literally earned the name champ. I don't even call it a title. He's lived above the title. Now his name is champ. Looking to talk to Professor Azumah Nelson, a man who made Ghana so proud and still continue to make Ghana proud. And you'll be shocked at his humility as we go along. Champ, I want to say thank you very much for giving me this honor.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
And happy birthday in advance.
Thank you. God bless you.
Champ, I'm going to go all the way back. I know 60 is around the corner, but I'm going to go back to about, when you were 5 years old. Grew up with Bukom? Oh.
No, Bukom Small and Tima Market, and then Maprobi.
Okay, yes. Okay. That about upbringing or hard upbringing? How was your upbringing, then? Father had plenty of money?
No, my father is a teller and my mother is a trader, and as a young boy, we struggle, we have the friends, but I have we are 6 siblings, but I'm the oldest, yes, and I have to go and find money. My mother is doing her own, my father is doing his own, and I'm doing my own. So sometimes I go and sell coconut and anything that I'll grab, I'll go and sell it and make sure that everything is going well.
At what age did you start hustling for yourself?
Oh, I can say from 13, 14 going.
You had to start hustling for yourself.
So,
and then at what age did you get spiritual? Did you realize that, look, I'm in tune with my maker?
When I was young, my father loved me so much, and he always take me out. We go to church, I will pray, and so from infancy, and the miracle things God was doing in my life, I don't tell people because it's too much for somebody to hear. He think maybe I'm crazy, so I don't talk about that things.
But at an early age, you knew that no, this must be from God.
God, yes. When I was 15, 16, I've been telling my friends that God told me He will make me a world champion, and after world champion, He will make me bigger than world champion. So when I became world champion, one of my friends came and asked me, "Champ, you remember when we were young, you said that God will make you a champion?" And I said, "Yes." You know, I told them God will make me champion, and I'll make a business for them, you know, so that we all do the business and everything. I'll change. Their life will be changed. You know, their life will change, right? And it happens. I bought some articulators for them. You know, they go to they use it to Burkina Faso, and then they start selling marijuana, you know, and that time we don't have the oil, the fuel. They buy diesel, you know, in drums and put it in the articulator and take it to Burkina Faso and sell it there. I think it is, the price is higher there, you know, and with the marijuana, you know. So one of the I think police people told me that this is what your people are doing, you know. So I stopped that business, and I've sold the articulators, you know. So I start making the alcohol, you know, Zum gin, and then people are buying it so much, you know, and the money is coming, and these boys are stealing, and I'll come and tell them that, listen, don't steal, because if you steal, I'll arrest you. I'll see it. I'll catch you. You know. But sometimes they believe me. Sometimes they don't believe. And then I was in the house one day when police they called me from MTTU that I should come early in the morning, like 5 o'clock. So I woke up and I went there. When I went there, I saw my friends. I saw my friends there, and then I saw some of the wives, and the wives saw me and they said, "Oh, John, please don't sack my husband. But I give your husband money to you for you to work, you know. So you are working, and your husband too is with me, you know. We are working, and they be stealing the things." So I went upstairs and I saw 2 of them. They went and still they catch them with some of the materials that we use in the car, you know. So we went. When I saw the other one, I give the other one money. He has a problem with the eyes. I give him money to go to 37. He went to 37. They made his eyes operation. The day they released him, the day he came with my another friend and stole the things, you know. So
the day he could see, you know, the day he could see, the first thing he was to come and steal.
You know. So I was there with them in the police station, and one of the police people will go behind them, you know, and slap him from the back, you know, slap him from the back on the eye. And I said, "Oh, this boy there he has a problem with the eyes, and they are beating the eyes." And then sometimes they tell him they remove the address and they tell him to bend down. And then the police, they have some style to beat you on your back, you know. And the police will beat them in the back, and then I can feel the pain, wow, you know. And I told them, okay, it's okay, they should leave them, you know. So they released them, and we went, and we continued doing the business.
You didn't sack them?
No.
Wow.
No, we started together, you know. Wow. But I asked myself, if I sack these people, you know, what are they going to eat? How are they going to live? You know. But I'll try to change them, you know. Before having made the business, when I go and find a camera, I give them money, you know, so that they use it. And before you see them, they play gambling with the money, you know. And I told them that they shouldn't do all these things, you know. This time, you know, our eyes have to open and focus and see where God can take us. When I'm talking to them about God, they just laugh. They don't know what I'm talking about. And
so all through your fighting days, they were still your friends?
Yes.
Did you take any of them to any trip before?
Yes.
Wow.
You know, some of them.
Okay.
You know, and so from the police station when I came, where the business was going on, and I see the boys, the small boys in like 18 years. They've been drinking, they've been taking the alcohol. They say, Charlie, you say you beat me. Okay, wait, I'm going to take Zunzuma and come. You know, so I realized that no, if I'll do alcohol and the small boys will buy it, then I have to stop.
Wow.
You know, so I stopped the business of the alcohol. You know, and then we start doing some pans, you know, and I give it to my father-in-law to control it, you know, and it didn't go well. We stopped it, you know. That's okay. Let me leave there, and I left everything.
You see, maybe I would have said, listen, you are my friends. I'm trying to help you. I mean, your eyes are going, I pay for surgery. The day you come out of eye surgery, the first thing you do is to come and steal. I mean, I would have said, look, you know what, forget it, I've tried my best. What makes you keep saying, well, okay, let me give them another chance?
You know, because me myself, I know I'm not right, you know, I'm making mistakes all the time, and God is forgiving me all the time. So who am I not to forgive them? You know, wow. I try my best for God to know that God, because I believe that if we are like 100 or 200, you know, it's like Ghana. They take one president to take off all of us. Mm-hmm. You know, so if I become president with them, in between I'm the president, I have to. You know, I see them like my children, though some of them are older than me. You know, I see them like children. I have to talk to them all the time. This one will make a mistake, I'll talk to him. This one, you know, so I mean, life still going on.
Wow. Are your children as religious as you are, or?
Some of them, they don't. Some of them, I think the women, you know. Some of the women, I think 3 of the women, you know, or 2 of them, you know, they follow the trade. But the rest, when you're talking about God, I mean, some of them go to church because, you know, they know I want them to go to church. You know, so, and they don't go unless I'm going, you know. If I'm going, say, Sunday, Olma is going to church. I have to. No more. No more. I have to. You know, I have to go. If I don't go with him, you know, so I'll go with him. And I don't want you to go to church because of me. Mm-hmm. You know. So I say, listen, if you want to go to church, go. You know. If you don't want to go, relax. You know. So it's not easy.
I was going to ask you this question, which I had already planned, but listening to you is probably not necessary. That, you know, those who go and fight boxing will get a talisman, or, you know, go and consult a malam, you know, to go back. The way you are that religious, I don't know, did you ever face a fight? I think, listen, as for this fight, let me go and see this malam because I need some extra powers behind me.
No, it will depend on you. You know, how strong you believe your God, you know, and you have to know that if you know that, I mean, with God all things are possible. It's only God who has all the powers, you know. So if the malams and these people can do something for you to win a fight, then how about God? You know, so why do you go to these people? You know?
That's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, if the Malan can do something, then how much more God?
Yes. You know, and then I'll go and sit in front of Malan to do something for me. You know, because boxing really have a lot of spiritual things. you know, spiritual things. You know, it's like football. You know, so it's not easy. It's not easy, you know, I've been passing through some of them when I'm fighting.
Wow.
You know, when my opponent, you know, things that they do. Sometimes I beat them. I beat some of them. I tell them they should look for God. You know, after the fight.
Because you just know that.
Yes. You know, I fought some guy, and before I fight that guy, he killed somebody. You know, he killed somebody. After the fight, they rushed the guy to a hospital, and then the guy died. You know, so people are afraid of him to fight him. You know, and he became #1 for me to defend the title for him. And I said, okay. So I trained, and then I went and fought him. The first time I fought the guy, before I was in the dressing room, and about some few hours to the fight, I started feeling pains in my stomach, and very painful. You know, like if I lie down, I cannot wake up. You know, and I was crying. I was crying like a baby, and my coach came. His name Buffalo Bill came and said, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "I'm going through pains, you know, my stomach." You know, so I'm there, and I said, "Okay." I realized what they are doing in the spiritual realms. I told my coach to go out, you know, and I'm in the ring. I'm in the room, and I start praying.
Wow.
You know, and I told God that, God, I'm going to the ring for 12 rounds, you know, and even if I press my stomach myself, I feel pains. So how can I stand in the ring for 12 rounds with this guy, you know? So if he cannot fight for me, I can fight, you know. So when the time comes, I went to the ring. When the bell goes on to start, I was very careful, you know, for him not to hit my stomach. But I cannot remember the rounds that how the pains in my stomach. I don't know when it left, you know, and I forgot about it. You know, and then we continue fighting. The 6 rounds. In the 6 rounds, I just I had my back of my head is hot. You know, so when I use the gloves to see that it's blood coming.
The back?
Yes, and it's so.
Because it don't punch you in the back.
It's not supposed to. Even if you punch in the back, it cannot break. You know, and it's not supposed to happen like that. You know, but I know what they are doing. You know, so I'm not worried about that. So the referee saw that there's blood coming on at my back. So he's coming to stop and see what's wrong. And I push him, because if you see the way the blood is coming, he'll stop it. He'll stop the fight. And I said, no, I push him. I said, no, don't worry, this is nothing, you know. And I just push him, and then we'll continue the fight. And then after the fight, I won on points. And he said, no, they won. I said, no, I'll give you a rematch. You know, I'll give you a rematch, don't worry. So after the fight, I came home, and I gave them the rematch. So when the rematch is coming, I was training. When the time comes, and I was in the room, I've been praying, I'm telling God that He should show me how to beat this guy, to knock this guy out, you know. So I was training. I went to the gym. I trained. I came home. I took some small tea. I went to bed, and the Holy Spirit called me that I should go and put some video in the machine and watch. When I went, I didn't ask which video. When I went there, I took the first one on it and I put it inside, and I sat down watching. Whilst I'm watching, I'm sleeping, and I saw the opponent, the guy threw some punch. He threw some punch to the head and the body. And the Holy Spirit told me that this is the punch I'll use to knock him out. So I should go and train. I'll knock him out the 5th round. I should go and train for that. I should go and practice that punch. And I said, oh, thank you. And I went back and slept. You know, I wake up, and when I start training, that's all that I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. And then the time of the fight came, And I went there and I told them that I'm going to stop him in the 5th round, you know, and they start laughing. You're going to stop this guy in the 5th round? I said, don't worry, when the time comes. We went to the ring, you know, we start fighting the 1st round. I hit him with that punch, he went down, and then he wake up, you know, and then continue. In the 5th round, I hit him again, pump at the same punch, and he went down, and then he wake up, and then the punches are coming, and then the referee started the fight in the 5th round, you know, and then they call me Professor Azumah Nelson.
Now that's the man in tune with his maker. We're coming straight back, don't go away. Well, thank you very much for staying, and I told you that you'll be blown away by this man's spirituality. And maybe I was also the same, because I don't really associate boxing to Christianity, religion, because he's a boxer, he's like a hard nut, he's out there, towing the wrong line. But this is diametrically opposed. This is a man living his proof. You should have been a pastor. Right? I'm getting the connection that maybe you should have had your own church, pastoring people and directing them to God.
If God called you, if God called me to be a pastor, I will. If God haven't called me that, go and stand in front of the people and talk, But if you come to my house, a lot of people been coming to my house. And I've been talking to them. Sometimes they come to me like, they need money, So when they come, I sit them down, and then we start talking, and then I tell them what there's no money they want, but this is the problem, Then some of them, when I'm talking to them, you see them crying, and then they ask me, so Daddy, can I ask you some question? I say, yes, go ahead. Say, Daddy, please, are you a prophet? So but I'm a prophet. I'm not a prophet, but I'm telling you what you're about, what you are thinking to go and do,
Wow. Wow. It's quite ironic, that's not for you, but that's for me to say. Today there are so many pastors, who are living the life who you expect the boxer to live, and you, the boxer, are living a life with the pastor. The pastors have to.
God, in everything we should give thanks to God. In everything we have to look for God. He said we shouldn't. He created all these things. These magicians, these juju people, all these things, but they said we shouldn't follow them. If we can obey God's instructions, we'll be the best in the world.
Wow. Two things. Now, even in your amateur boxing days, right? Now you still have premonition that, look, this fight, 2 rounds. This fight is going to be tough, but 5 rounds. Initially your coach thought, well, you're just bragging, because everybody, like, you're going to it's going to be 2-1, it's going to be 3. Everybody just says. But it got to a point they realized that no, it's very consistent.
Yes.
I mean, so did your coach now believe you?
We went to Commonwealth Games, the Edmonton, and the first fight, 6 of them. I think we are about 10. 6 of them lost straight, and the remaining 4. And then our coach was worried, and then another one lost, and we became 3, And while the fight was going on, if I'm going to fight, I tell him, Coach, this one I'm going to knock him out in the 2nd round. But he didn't even take note of it. Then we go to the fight, and then I knock him out in the 2nd round. And then I told him, this fight I will knock him out in the 1st round. Then I knock the opponent out in the 1st round. And then he see that, hey, this guy, what is he saying? Now he start realizing what I'm saying. So early in the morning, if I'm going to fight like today, early in the morning, he come and knock my door. Say, champ, how's the fight? you know. And I said, this fight was tough. You know, we went to the three rounds, but I won the fight. You know, then he started jubilating. You know, and I'll go there, and the fight will be tough, and the 3 rounds I win on points. You know, so since then, anytime I'm going to fight, he have to come in. Then I tell him how the fight is going to be before. You know, one day we went to games, and one of the coaches, you know, there are 2. One of the coaches, we went to World Military Games. No, not World Military Games. World Championship at Madison Square Garden, New York. You know. And I told my coach that too, and the other guy that I'll knock him out in the 2nd round. The guy from Australia, a very tall guy, you know, is my friend today. You know. And when we went to the ring, first round I'm not throwing punches. You know, I'm just going inside, bobbing and going and ruining the point, blocking the punch. And then after the first one, the bell went on for rest. I came and sat down, and then the other coach, who don't know me well, you know, he came and said, you are not throwing punches, why not? I said, oh, don't worry, I'll knock him out this round. And I told them before I entered the ring, but the other one knows me, so he don't talk. But this one don't know me, and he start talking. But if you knock him out, but you have to throw a punch. The way he's talking, and I said, no, go out from my corner, you know. And so you just, okay. I said, no, I don't want to see you in my corner, you know. And so I sacked him from my corner. You know, and then I went to the 2nd round, and then I knocked him out in the 2nd round, and then everybody was jubilating. He came to me and said, listen, see, you don't have feet. You know, so since then he became close, you know, say champ, you know. But anytime he sees me, I can watch him. You know, anytime he sees me, he looks at me with some eyes. See, you know, I don't know what he's thinking in his mind. See, you know, I think this guy is a human being or what? He can say what is going to happen and happens, but they don't know that it's God who's revealing it to me. You know, they think I have some. You know, when we are doing something, things like that, they think, you know, they didn't give the glory to God. They said it's juju. This one have juju. This, you know, but a lot of when I was fighting here. When I turn professional, you know, when I'm coming, I have 2 handkerchief, you know, and then I'm coming into the ring, you know, and I use Florida water to, you know, the smell, and I scare them. Psychologically, I scared them, you know. So, but I'll tell them in the morning it will be showers of rain. You know, and if they see the rain, the showers, then which means he cannot go more than 10 rounds. If he go more than 10 rounds, he will die in the ring. You know, and none of them, you know, can go more than 10 rounds. You know, if I say you're going to go 10, it's 10. You know, if you can't even try to go to 11, you know, that will finish the fight. You know, so these spiritual things are with God has opened my eyes with, you know, and I see myself special. You know, I see myself special, you know, and sometimes when I see people, I don't want to see somebody suffering. You know, when I see people suffering, I become annoyed, and then with God, why don't you be with these guys like you be with me, you know? Because see, when I was young, even what to eat, you know, it's difficult. I don't think about it. I go to bed, I pray, I wake up, I pray, and I tell God, you know, I don't have money to eat. Let me eat before the rich people eat, you know. And I wake up with just talking with my friends, and then when I feel hungry, I feel like, hey, I'm hungry. Then Holy Spirit will tell me, go outside. Then I'll go outside. I stand at the street, and you know, before I see then I'll see some first car coming. then the car will stop. And I say, hey, Small, how are you? So I'm fine. How's your daddy? Azumah said, they are fine. And he give me money, Then, but I know that it's not him, it's God who sent him. So like it continues, like first day, second day, Then the third day, nothing happens. Nobody's telling me anything. So I said, no, I'm going outside. And I went outside. I was standing there, and car is not coming. I said, why do the cars kept long like that? And not the same car, different cars. Any car who I'll say you have to come and stop and give me money, And I was standing there. I'm annoyed with the driver who will come, because before I realized I see some car coming. I saw him coming on. I just said, now that you are coming, a long time they give money to you coming to give you money like yours, so it's your money, Wow. The guy came and stopped. Hey, Small, how are you? I say, oh, I'm fine. And then he said, I'm saying, Mama, give me the money and go. And then he gave me the money and I left.
Wow.
And then from there, gradually from there, and I was like 18 years now. 17 years when I met my first wife. She was a student, and she's going to school, and she's at like if you start my house, you can see their house. Okay. So we became friends. And when she go to school, she's the eldest daughter. So when she comes to school, she cook. And then she come and give me some. When she's going to school, she come and give me money. She will leave money on the table and they go. And gradually, then things start changing. And sometimes when we go to games, one of my friends will tell her that, listen, we are not prepared for the fight. If I go, they'll punch me, and I'll be mad, and then she'll come and start crying. Please don't go. Let's leave like that. I said, don't worry. I'm not going. I'm not. If I go, I said, that's why we have referees in the ring. If you cannot fight, the referee will stop the fight. So she shouldn't worry. Nothing will happen to me. And then she said, okay, when you go, take care of yourself. Be careful. If you can't fight, you stop. So I said, okay. Then we've been going. We go. So when we go, I come back and everything is okay. And then she's happy. We're all happy. And then gradually, like when I was 22 or 21, we married. And we have the children, 3, and then she passed away. So may her soul rest in peace. Yes. So a lot of.
Wow. Let me ask another naive question. Is it tiring to do the full 12 round? Sometimes, I thought because it's just 3 minutes and you rest, and 3 minutes and you rest, But sometimes you see that it's.
Nana, if you enter into that ring for 20 seconds, you see how difficult. I see. But the thing is, God has given everybody his talent. So you love it. You're supposed to love what you are doing, and do it well. So like my people here, the cameramen, all of them, if you are doing if you are doing something and you love what you are doing, if you are sleeping, you can't even sleep. You sleep small, you wake up and look at your time, whether I have to go. But nowadays, people working, and they're working because they're going to, they don't like what they are doing, but they have to do it so that they can get money to eat. So we don't do what we want to do. To the passion. There's no passion in what we are doing, because we have to do it to get something. If we don't do it, so when you go to work, you feel lazy. You put the earphone in your ears and sitting down there, and a month you want your boss to come and pay you. You know, they don't put, they see that, oh, this thing I have to do this. I have to go and prepare. I have to go and put this thing well. I have to go and put this thing down well. He or she don't feel lazy. Oh, don't worry, you know. But if you are doing everything that you are doing and you do it well, whether it's for somebody or it's for you, you do it well. It's a blessing. It doesn't matter how your boss is treating you. You know, do it well, and you see the glory of God.
Wow. All too often, you know, young men who want to get into boxing, I want to be like Azumah, and they want to be like you at your peak.
Yes.
Not
the beginning.
Not the beginning where you are a slave. You give me money, I'm going to go and fight. You know, everybody wants to be like you, holding the bell, coming, president coming to meet you. You know, do you ever get a chance to tell them, look, it's not easy to get there?
They don't understand. Sometimes they think, I mean, they come in today, tomorrow, they are world champions, you know. But things that you pass through, you know, you have to wake up in the morning, like 4 o'clock, 3, 4 o'clock to go to jogging, you know. And
that's mandatory, right?
Yes,
jogging.
Yes. You know, to go to jogging, 1 hour, 2 hours, you come, you go to the gym, hitting the punching bag, you know, you go, you finish, you go and take a bath and take some small tea, you finish, you go to bed, you know, you wake up again, you go to the gym again, because that's your office, you know.
So you train like 3 times a day?
Yeah, 3, 4 times a day, you know. So it's not easy, you know, but I, you know, that's what I'm saying. If you love it, you know, you need to love what you are doing.
Okay, let's say 1 month to a fight, 1 month to a big fight. What will be your regime?
No, 1 month to a fight, you have already prepared already.
Oh, you should have been ready by then.
Yes, you should be ready by then.
So let me go back. So let's say 3 months to a fight. Yes,
3 months to a fight. You wake up in the morning, you know, you go to jogging, you come and sleep for a while, you know, and then in the afternoon you go to the gym, hitting the bag, you know, and the morning, in the evening you chop the tree, you know, so that for the punching power, you know, you do a lot of things, you know, and then sparring, and you do all these things for the day. That's continuously, you know.
Alcohol, no alcohol?
No alcohol.
What are some of the things you are not allowed to eat before a fight?
No, you can eat anything.
Okay.
For food, you can eat anything, but the time to eat it. Because you cannot eat fufu in 1 hour and go and fight. You know, they hit your stomach, you see the fufu start coming. So your opponent will stand and wait for you. When you finish vomiting the fufu, then come and continue.
Okay, so you at least take something light before the fight.
Yeah, like in the morning, you go to a weighing. You know, so after the weighing, in the morning you come home, you can eat the fufu, you can eat the kenke, anything you want to eat, you eat, and then you sat down for a while watching TV small, you know, for the food to come down and go to bed, you know, and rest, you know. Then like 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the evening, you take some tea, hot tea, you know, to make the body warm, you know, and then like 8 o'clock. You start feeling hungry, then you go to the ring.
So you go to the ring on an empty stomach?
Empty stomach, yes.
What if he goes to 10 rounds on an empty stomach?
10 rounds?
I mean, on an empty stomach, what if the fight goes to like 10 rounds? You still have to endure it. Can they give you like orange juice? You know the water that you drink?
Yes.
Can they put like orange juice in it or something, or just water?
No, you can put orange juice in it, but I mean, It's not about oranges matter. This one is about.
Wow. And keeping the weight, because you have to stay within a certain weight.
Yes.
Is it difficult maintaining that weight?
Yes. It's difficult, but you know, you are a professional, so it shouldn't be difficult for you.
So every day you check your weight. No,
Yeah.
I can't eat today. Or
no, you eat, but you have to know how much you eat. You know the quantity you eat. You know, if you are overweight like 10 pounds, you are training. When you are training, you are coming down. You cut the food down, and you are coming down. You're training, and then it come down itself.
So you have a dietitian? Or
not really. I mean, you have to know what to eat,
what not to
and what not to
so
eat.
you cut carbohydrates and eat more protein?
It doesn't matter. You eat anything, but you have vitamins to take. So the vitamins we.
Burn down some fat.
Yes.
And then you work out.
Yes.
Wow. So how often do you have to stand on the scale? Like every morning or every 2 days?
No, every morning. You have to go to jogging. And you have to stand on the scale and see how much you're weighing. So when you go to jogging and finish your training and come, you have to stand and see how much you have lost. So that it tells you.
Now, I'm going back to your humility and your ability to forgive nature. And this is one big one, because here's Don King, who everyone knows Don King to be a little bit troublesome. And many boxers had so many dealings with Don King. And an issue came up where FBI is investigating Don King. They've interviewed all the boxers. All the boxers are saying, yes, this guy is not straightforward. And now they say, look, let's go and call the champ. Because you hold like the master key, your credibility.
To open or to close.
Yeah, to open or to close. And here's this man who, it's one time you have to close it. But you didn't close it.
No.
I mean, why?
But you ask yourself, what are you going to achieve if you close it? Did God like it when you close it? And everybody made mistakes, and for me, I haven't seen any mistake Don King have done, so he's a good person, he's a businessman, So I said to somebody, if you are selling your phone, if your phone is 10 cedis and you are selling it, and I come and I say, well, I'll give you 5 cedis. If you agree, you give it to me. So it's a business, it's a bargain. We are bargaining. Don't. So I'll give you 100,000. So no, don't. 100,000 is not good. Give me 200. I say, okay, I'll give you 200. But if he say he'll give you 100,000, and you say, okay, he'll give you the 100,000. It doesn't mean he's a bad person.
Sure.
So I don't see any bad thing with Don King, because the different way I deal with him and different way other people deal with him. Because I remember one fight, he called the money he gave me. And I said, no, I don't like it. And he said, no, it's good. I said, no. I was annoyed. I said, okay, I'm going back home. So I was in my room packing my things to come back. And somebody called him and told him that champ is going. And then he called me. And when he called me, I picked the phone. And I said, yes, Don King, this is your African slave. Talk to me. And he was shocked, and he put the phone down. By 5 minutes, he was at my place. See, champ, why did you say that to me? Why you're not my brother, my son, and I love you. I said, okay, if you love me, you can't tell me you will do this. You give me that much. I said, how much do you, champ? How much? No, you're my son. Anything you want, I'll give it to you. I said, but you know what you're supposed to give me, and you're telling me like no, you made me so sad. And I said, no, champion. Hey, son, hey, listen, how much you want? Okay, I'll give you this. Okay. You want this? I'll give you this. No problem. How much you say you want? You say you want this? Okay, I'll give you this. No problem. You're my brother. You're my son. I'm there for you. And, you know, so if I didn't bargain with him, and I mean, meanwhile, I have a managers who will talk to him, who will negotiate with him. But I don't know what he's telling them, you know, and what you do with them before they will come and tell me, Donkey say we'll give you this. I said, no, I can't take that, you know. So I start dealing with Donkey myself, you know. Yes, and then he realized that actually this boy is quiet, but he's not foolish, you know.
That's it. We're going to take a break here. When we come back, we want to find out after 60 years what next. Indeed, the WBC is coming down to give him great honor, apart from one that I'll tell you after the break. So what next? Don't go. Thank you very much for staying. Now in December 2014, the Prof. Azumah Nelson was voted WBC's greatest super featherweight boxer of all time. Now this is what they did. To mark it, the WBC's greatest super featherweight boxer of all time, honor conferred on Azumah Nelson during the 52nd WBC convention. That was the way in which they honored him by immortalizing him. The legacy of Azumah Nelson was by placing a picture of him on all super featherweight title belts from that day forward. So if today you are able to strive up and become the BB, as I am, as you can see, I'm losing weight, so I'm getting there. Once I get to the ring and I win, I have his picture on the belt that I win. Now, this is fantastic. So I just want to find out, if you're not Azumah Nelson, who are you? If you're not being Azumah Nelson, who are you?
You know, if I don't be Azumah Nelson, you know, in the boxing, in my division, I'm like president.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes. And if I don't be Azumah Nelson, then I'll be a president of the coconut sellers.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. You appreciate what God did you, or what God did in your life?
Too much, and because you know, I know Him. You know, I know God so much, and He knows me. You know, so you can never follow God, and you'll be disgraced. You can't. You know, it will never. You know. It will never.
Now, to mark your 60th birthday, 19th July, which is Thursday, the champ reflects his life, career lessons learned, and the next page of his life as he moves heavily into boxing development and promotion through the Azumah Nelson boxing promotion. And he will spend time with his family and close friends. That was on 19th, which is 19th July.
July, 19th yes.
July. 20th July, press conference. There will be a press conference and weigh in for Azumah Nelson Fight Night, dubbed The Battle, at the Bukum Boxing Arena on Friday, 20th July. 10 a.m. Hope you're making notes of all this. And then the climax is Saturday 21st July. Azumah Nelson Fight Night, 6 p.m. 5 grueling bouts featuring National Super Featherweight Championship. Abraham No Shaking, Sables versus Patrick Alligator.
The tough is going to be tough fight.
Yeah, Alligator, No Shaking. I don't know who's going to back down.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
And then International Super Featherweight Contest, Wahab, Swansea, Olusegun versus Maobi, Togo Warrior.
Togo Warrior.
Yeah. Interesting. And then national lightweight title, Benjamin Daddy Lumba. That's I'm sure he's got a twang in there. So Benjamin Daddy Lumba Lamte versus Sharif, one-time Kwe.
Yeah, they are good boxers, and I mean they can fight.
Yeah. Great. And then final eliminator to the national super featherweight title is Michael One Bullet Answer me, so I have to support him. So I'm supporting Answer Michael. Yeah, Michael Answer because I'm Answer. And then Isaac Zongo Fire. Zongo Fire looks a bit. Are you sure it's a fair comparison?
It's coming with all fire.
Zongo Fire. Michael Answer. We have a fight on our hands. And then the super middleweight contest. Emmanuel Kweku Tyson.
Yes.
Tyson. Yeah. Tyson versus Stephen Anero Abbey. And then cutting of the birthday cake with special dignitaries from Ghana and abroad. And then award by WPC. That's a big one. BBC is going to come all the way down to give you this award. That's a big one. And you said God said he's going to make you greater. Probably this is the beginning.
This is the beginning of the second greatest.
Wow. The youth, I mean, what are you doing, or what part are you playing in terms of mobilizing youth?
Yes, Nana, you know, the youth are so many, you know, and only way I can play my part is, you know, I was a boxer, you know, and that is what I know best, you know. So from these 60 years going, you know, I'm trying to have the organization to, you know, make sure that all the boys that they want to be a boxers have to go through all the regions, you know, and select the good ones, you know, and polish them, you know, and then take them to the next level in the boxing, and then those who are not boxers, you know, and if I can help them with, you know, school, you know, some of them are there, they want to go to school, you know, if I can help them with school fees and anything that I can do to make sure that they stand on their feet for their future, you know.
You know, there's this like football academy where they go to school and play football. Is there a boxing academy where you go to school and mainly practice how to box?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do at building. We're going to build the Azumah Nelson sports complex, you know, so that we can.
Have you got land? I have land in my.
Thank you, Nana. Thank you, Nana.
I have land in my village, so if you need a space, by all means,
thank you.
I'll be very happy to accommodate you and have the Azumah Nelson boxing complex.
I don't know, like if I knew, I'll bring the design of the plan, you know, of the Azumah Nelson complex, you know, sports complex, you know, everything is inside. School, basketball, football, boxing, you know, all kind of this.
Well, I'm serious. If you don't have land, let's talk. Because only not too far from Accra.
No, okay. We'll contact.
You see now?
We have a land that going to what is the place? I forgot the name of the place, but you know.
How far is it from Accra?
Going to what they call it? Why should I forget this place? When I remember.
Anyway.
Akusi.
Oh, okay. I'm a little bit further than Akusi.
Yeah, but it's all good. Yes.
Consider. I could steal it from Akusi. Why not? I could steal it from Akusi. But does it concern you though? Right? When you drive through the traffic lights and there's so many young people, and you know they could have done a bit more for the economy, but
Yeah, you know, the population is growing, you know, and there's a lot of things we have to, you know, consider. But seems like, you know, I don't want to come to that side because it look like politics come in.
No,
but
let's look at the national side of it.
Yes, you know. So all we have to do is we have to pray for these children, you know, for God to make what He want to make, what He want to do for these children, you know, because it doesn't matter. We are billions in this country. God have a way. All we have to do is we have to call God to come in.
And finally, your relationship with ex-president, His Excellency Joyce Rawlings, you have such a mutual bond, love, respect. You know, how did it start?
You know, when we were amateurs, you know, he take care of us.
Okay.
Yes, he take care of us, and so he got to know me. He got to know me very well, and you know,
at a very young age.
Yes, you know, and I wanted to be a military. You know, I wanted to go to the force. You know, and he said that no, he don't want me to go to the force because he sees more than me being in the force. You know, the fire in me and the power in me. He you know, if I go to the force, I'll limit my career, my future. And so okay, so I didn't go to the force. And if I go, and today I sit back and I realize, and I say thank you to former President Rawlings, because if I go to the military and if I join the force, I'll be by this time I'll be retired. And I'll retire with a sergeant, you know, the highest position I'll get. You know, but
the BBC won't come to your birthday.
No.
Not even the military will come to your birthday.
You know, so I always say, thank God.
General.
Yes, I'm Field Marshal. True. I always thank God for former president, you know, for what he has done, and I pray for him all the time, and you know that may God give him that understanding and that eye, you know, to do more for the rest.
Wow! So the grand finale is on the 21st of July. Grand finale as a climax, and there's 5 hot boxing bouts going on that you don't want to miss. Thursday 19th July it starts, and then Friday 20th July will be the press conference, but Saturday 21st July you don't want to miss it, and that's the Bukom Boxing Arena. And you just want to be there to see WBC come down to award the champ, the prophet, the professor, the doctor, Field Marshal. But my time is out. But shortly, how can you be so humble and be a boxer? Don't you feel sorry when you're boxing? So you're so humble.
No.
I mean, when you go to punch somebody down, do you feel sorry for them because you're so humble?
It's not. It's a game. You know. The understanding is not a war. It's a game, you know. You're a boxer and a boxer, you know. It's like soccer, you know. You score your opponent, you know. He doesn't feel happy, but you know we are the winner, you know. And you want to see who is the winner, who is the best. You know, I'm the best. The boxing is an act, you know. So it's like I'll show you that I know the act more than you do. You know, so it's not about killing this one, killing that one. You know, that's why I said that's why the referees are inside. If the referee is not inside, then it will be. But the referee is inside. They will realize that no, you've been beating too much. They stop the fight.
We could talk to the champ for God knows how long, but it's been wonderful. It's been wonderful, and until I come to your screens again with a different personality, I hope you enjoyed it and you took something out of it. the godliness and the humility. If you didn't get anything at all in this hour, godliness and humility. That's what I'm walking away with. Thank you very much for watching.